Good everyone, so good afternoon again. So today we're going to discuss about administration of President Noynoy Aquino and President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. So this is the biography of President Noynoy Aquino. So we're going to discuss first the administration of President Noynoy Aquino. So President Noynoy Aquino is born on February 8, 1960. So these are the third of the five children of Benigno Aquino Jr. and Corazon Aquino. So Benigno Aquino Jr. is his father and his mother is Corazon Aquino for and then the four sisters of President Noynoy Aquino is Maria Elena, Aurora Corazon, Victoria Eliza, and Cristina Bernadette. So the alma mater of President Noynoy Aquino is Ateneo de Manila University. So, di na siya eskwela since elementary college. Okay, so this is the administration or the political background of President Noynoy Aquino. So first, we have Executive Order Number 13. So, abolition of Presidential Anti-Graft Commission. So, what is Executive Order Number 13? Or what we call the abolition of Presidential Anti-Graft Commission. So, kanina executive, this is Executive Number 13. This is the executive order that dissolve a specific government body that will task with investigating corruption cases directly involving the president office and other high-ranking officials. So it meant that this particular group no longer existed to do the job or changing the structures of how such investigation would proceed. So in this Executive Order Number 13, start time ni President Noynoy Aquino to investigate the corruption. So in this executive is gawan siya investigate the corruption. So the main goal of this execution or this Executive Order Number 13 is to reorganize how the government handles corruption cases. So, yun sa nila pag-handle ang corruption. So, sa una, wala din naman nato ma-deny na ang corruption is part na doon siya sa political mas tingin? Yes. So, possibly by integrating those possibilities into existing agencies like office or the ombudsman, is integrating the responsibility and aiming for a more streamlined or different approach to fight corruption. So, ang corruption ng good is kanang sikat sa unahang is na-adapt na siya. So, muna siya ang kaling sa Executive Number 13. So, next we have Executive Number 2, which is the removal of all midnight appointments. So, kaning removal of midnight appointments is si Juan ang nagamasaw na si Gloria Macapagal. So, sa time ni President Noynoy Aquino is kani siya nga executive order which is the number 2 which is the removal of the midnight. Kani siya, ginimo ni siya ni President Noynoy Aquino to remove, meaning wala. So, sa una isa Gloria Macapagal is siya kagamak. So, by the next sa politics or administration of Noynoy is diwala siya. So, ngano ka magiwala siya tingin? Maybe ko mano nga gi-remove ang midnight appointments ni Noynoy Aquino. appointments during election period. So, the Constitution prohibits the President from making appointments 2 months before in presidential election to prevent the outgoing administration from influencing incoming one. So, Aquino's Executive Number 2 issued on July 30, 2010. So, dira siya. So, giribok diha ang midnight appointments, citing the need to ensure merit and fitness in the civil service system. So, the order defined midnight appointments as those made on or after March 11, 2010, including those dates earlier but accepted or assumed public office or after the date. So, muna siya yung reason manong remove ang midnight appointments. So, do you understand that, Ian?
Yes.
Okay, so next we have the Executive Order number 7, number 3, which is promote lawyers in the government executive service in the rank of career executive service officer 3 or the CISO the third. So, din is naanay ka nang gina-promote na itong mga lawyers na dako og kanang na-contribute sa ato ang country. So, diri sa time ni President Benny Aquino is i-promote na nito mga lawyers. So, ano siya? So, the goal of the promotion is to clear career advancement for skilled government lawyers. So, i-recognize ni President Noynoy Aquino ang ilang mga efforts, ang ilang mga kanang na-contribute sa ato ang country. So, this experience and qualification and potential strengthens the overall legal expertise and leadership within the executive branch by placing capable individual across senior roles. So, we know na ang mga lawyers is kung sila nag-play of vital roles sa ato ang government. Diba? Kaya, kung walay lawyers, so, isa na mga yes, right. Kung sa muhatag na justice, sila ang mutabang sa mga individuals na affected by that issue or that cases. So, ang lawyers po ang mga kaabag sa mga create of mga laws. So, sila po na siya. So, understand ka ba ang executive lawyers? Okay, so now let's we have President Noynoy Aquino's infrastructure. So, Aguling Bridge, this connects town of Ilocos Sur and the Chaldean or the Mount Province. So, built after 35 years na siya. So, kanina bridge, nag-help din siya to mga people dito to easy ang ilang access sa transportation and then sa mga export sa mga goods and services and then sa mga trade. So that is the reason na naman nila built at mga bridge. Okay, so the primary purpose of the Aluling Bridge built after 35 years on and off construction is to facilitate faster and severe movement of people and goods between Region 1 Ilocos Sur and the Cordillera Administrative Region or what we call the Anangkar or in the Mountain Province. So, ang Panagod Bridge is need good siya for transportation, for easy transportation.
Magbaka. Magkusa naman yan.
Yes, so kasi wala ba mga tao kung
So, need good
kuwan.
na.
So, kailangan na siya. So, muna siya ang na-build po ni President Noynoy Aquino in that time, in his administration. Yes, that's all. That's the administration of President Noynoy Aquino.
So now let's listen to President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. So, si President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, dito siya ipanganak sa Zimmerman. Then na kay children, si Elizabeth Zimmerman, Paulo, Sebastian, and Sarah, with Hanilet Evangelia Romera. Then in education, recipient of the Philippines University FFA 1968, San Beda College in 1972. They acted religion kay Roman Catholic, so same naman niya. Yes. So, once compared himself to adulthood, saying that he would kill millions of drug addicts. So, pag di ba kay kabalkapan, so sa atong iyahan na ito sa drugs, bisan makapatay ko siya tao, basta kaya sumapatay ang manang drug addict. Mutay nakainin nga, si Pope Francis nga rin sa Philippines, gagakaan na naman siya kanina traffic ng mga kaya di ba kay, isa kaso na naman to sa Philippines, natungkol sa ihang, katong sa ihang drugs, katong mga uwan sa drugs. So, on June 13, 2016, Duterte was inaugurated as President of the Philippines. In his first six months in office, more than 6,000 Filipinos were killed in Duterte's war on drugs. So, pili ko daghan yan ng patay kay Kung pagani 6 months pagani siya, pero ang iha napatay kay more than 6,000 people na kay, di ba kay gawan mo to siya kay iha, yung wala na kay war on drugs, iha pa na to kay yan yung pamatulog ng sa drugs. Dati ko kaya ka, di ba, sa mga nabalita kay dakan mo kay mga na-rape na victims sa drugs. So, kung imagine una na bikuan nga pag sukanjud niya sa pagka-president, drugs ko din yan. So, next, early life at mayor of Davao City. So, dili naman doon ta makakuan nga. Una doon, mayor doon siya sa Davao. So, kuan na nang he-joined the Davao City Prosecutor Office where he is appointed na-appointed dito siya as Vice Mayor of the city. Muto siya na Vice Mayor siya, dayon na hindi pa siya into President. So, Duterte was elected Mayor in 1988. So, Mayor siya, na-elect siya Mayor in 1988. Dayon, hand-re-elected that post twice over the subsequent decades. So, kadwa siya re-elect. Nakuha na siya na-re-elect siya twice over the decade. Dayon, because of the term limit restriction, di ba kailangan katuluran man sila ng mga uwan. So, paano man siya na-re-elect na 12 out ikatuwa na nakakana din siya na may siya daan. So, last term na doon niya. So, di na siya pwede. So, for a set representing Davao in the Philippines House of Representatives, ito siya iniwan siya pagka sa city as a president. So, Duterte's father served as governor of the province of Davao. So, mutong, di ba, yung kanina kaya is politician. So, ang pinapakasaon na ni-serve ko siya sa province sa Davao. And sa ihang papa. Yes. And this monarch in his address who had a prominent in the role of people's power, kaya mamadaba by education, teacher that they so, and President Ferdinand Marcos had restored democratic rule for the Philippines. Now, Duterte can be a political science degree from, so ang ihakikuan sa Lusyong of the Philippines dito sa kanang ihang panato degree in political science in 1968. But in Manila, di ba siya og law degree mo itong iba kay kabalo na mabuta nga paano siya ka na sa kabalo sa law lawyer si President years na then covering the entire island of Mindanao. So unang di ba karon di ba ang Mindanao kay di ko ano ba siya sa liga na ni Topino ba siya dito sa Philippines. tungkol sa Mindanao. Kaya ito, pinakyan natin sa So, nakakita ang di ba kapag naman gulat ko sa siya, so malapan niya sa monitoy, kung paano